All praises, honor, glory to the power of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Yahawah is his name, the power of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. His name is Yahawah, his only begotten son. The reason why I'm able to open my mouth this hour, the reason why I have a grace period, the reason why I have salvation, the reason why I'm able to lift up my voice this hour and give him thanks, the reason why I have understanding of these scriptures. He made it possible for me. His name is Yahawashi, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the beginning and the ending, the Alpha and the Omega, the one that saved us from destruction. His name is Yahawashi, the only begotten of our power. He is the root of an offspring of King David, the bright and morning star. Yes, the one that is coming. He is coming with thousands and thousands and thousands of angels to pass over his elect and bring destruction onto this planet. The same thing he did in Egypt, he's about to do it in modern spiritual Egypt, with his America, Sodom and Gomorrah. Family, spiritual Sodom and Egypt. That is what America is known for. And Yahawashi, our king, who is going to be sitting on the throne of David, he is coming in his glory to sit on the throne of David. That's what, family, this is all about. We ushering in the coming of our power. Because this says what? The testimony of our King Yahawashi, pursuant to Revelation chapter 19 verse 10, it says the testimony of our King is the spirit of prophecy. All praises, honor, glory to our power, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, for blessing us with this gift. The book of Matthew chapter 24. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, family, he says here, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And the king opened his mouth and answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars. Family, that's the key. Wars. That's the key. Wars and rumors of wars. It says, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. So the Lord gave you a clue. What are the signs, family? War is one of them. Family, this is the war to end all wars. He says here, for nation shall rise against nation. And kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences, earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. All praises, honor, glory to our power, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Family, I have a couple of videos to bring out. And family, when it's all said and done, I hope you were edified. I hope this is a faith booster. Family, your king is coming. No matter what anybody is telling you, and stay away from the plantation Christianity, family. They will destroy you. This is the gospel of the kingdom. That's right. Yahawashi is coming to redeem his elect. He's coming to save the Israelite. The same way he came and delivered us out of Egypt, the same way he's about to deliver us out of modern day Egypt. Family, there's nothing new under the sun. He's going to pass over his elect. Yes. That's right. He's going to pass over his elect, and then he's going to bring the fire down. Family, the elect are going to be beamed up into the chariot. That's right. Pursuant to the Matthew chapter 24, verse 29 and down. Family, the Lord is coming. Yahawashi is coming. That's what you see, family. The wars, the shortage of food, food processing plant being burned to the ground. Family, they are creating the chaos, but they don't know that they are destroying their own institutions. They are destroying their own government. Because, family, these devils actually believe that after they have collapsed everything, they've destroyed everybody's life. Remember, they told you that you're going to own nothing and be happy about it? Because they honestly think that their kingdom is going to go on forever. So once they collapse everything, they're going to build back better. But they didn't know. They didn't read the book. They didn't read the book. The moment America, Babylon the Great, the last leg of the Roman Empire goes down, it is the king who's going to be sitting on his throne. Yahawashi is coming, family. Let's play this video. I'm gonna try not. I think it's a 9 minutes video, but we're just gonna play a bit of it. It's a 500 U.S. troops arrived in state of alert on the Ukraine-Poland border. Family, Russia is ready. Russia is ready. NATO is about to be collapsed. Yes, family, that's what is about to happen. Because Russia is going to play a major part in prophecy. That's right, Gog and Magog, Ezekiel chapter 38. We will bring that up later. Family, we'll bring that precept out. But everything is coming together. Because at the end of the day, we give honor and glory to our power, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Because family, he says in Isaiah 46, 9-10, says what? Declaring the end from the beginning. Nobody does that. Nobody tells us, family, it's only our power, Yahawah, that declared the end from the beginning. Family, didn't he tell you that you're going to be a slave from the beginning? And what happened? That's right. You became a slave. You served this nation. That's the power that we serve. Declaring the end from the beginning. He also told you that what? In the land of your captivity, you shall remember yourself and call upon his name. Isn't that what is happening right now? That we finally woke up. We have the word in our mouth. Yahawashi's spirit is in us. The light is shining brightly. Isn't that exactly what the Lord said it was going to happen? That's the power that we serve. So he gets the glory, he gets the honor, and he gets the praise. Yahawah! Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Family, let's get into it. A quick video. This is a fair use art. I don't own this video. I'm not making any money off it. This is for education and commentary purpose only. Family, let's get it. This is here. A quick video, family. This should boost your faith, family. They are preparing, like Yahawashi says, they are preparing to take on Russia, NATO, and the West. Family, it's going to be East and the West. And this is eventually going to move to the Middle East. But we have another video to bring out later on. But family, watch a bit of this. Family, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. They are getting ready. Family, NATO is getting right now. They are at the border. They are in Poland, right across from Russia. And that's what is coming. Family, there's no peace. This is not the time to negotiate peace. Because family, the Lord did what? When we were in Egypt, the Lord told Moses specifically, I am going to harden Pharaoh's heart. I'm going to harden his heart. So when you go and tell him, I want my children, he should release the Israelites, Pharaoh is going to say no. Because why? Because I want to show my power. That's why, family, there ain't going to be no peace. There ain't going to be no negotiating, no peace. This is not the time for peace. This is the time of war, because the Lord again is about to show his power. Him and Yahawashi. Family, that's what's about to happen. And we hope that, family, the Lord will bless us to see the destruction of this wicked kingdom. Eh? That's what we're praying for. That's what we're praying for. All praises, honor, glory to our power, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Family, I want to go to another video, and then we're going to bring the precept out. This is our friend from the Canadian Prepper. Yes, I follow this guy, and he brings out some, he does a good job on this video, and he brings us some good information, some intel, about what is happening around the world. But family, let's get into it. Let's allow him to talk.
I showed you guys a map of where all the Russian military equipment, it's all spread out, it's everywhere in the country, okay? This concentration, this is but a fraction of what the Russians are actually, have. So I don't have the map today, but even the Finland border, they're very concerned about that. There's been threats issued to Finland that if Finland becomes a NATO state, then they have this huge border to contend with, not counting, of course, the Baltic states, but the Finnish border is way bigger, and then of course you have St. Petersburg, which is right there. So the Russians are spread really thin, so why on earth are they installing more air defense systems in Moscow? What do they know, or what do they suspect is coming? Now, as far as I know, these air defense systems that they're installing are not anti-ICBM. I think they're more like guns. But don't quote me on that. I'm getting out of my lane here a little bit. But I don't think they're not like the S-500 or anything like that. Things that are going to be able to intercept an actual intercontinental ballistic missile, or some of the nukes that are launched from Europe here, from NATO, if it all goes in that direction. But something strange is occurring there. So that's something to keep in mind. We have the expulsion of more diplomats from Austria. So we had the expulsion of diplomats from all the Baltic states recently. There's been ultimatums that they need to be out of both Russia and Latvia and Estonia, I believe, by around February 22nd, which is why perhaps everybody's concerned that that's when the big offensive is going to take place. The Ukrainians are saying it's the anniversary, and this is why they're going to do it as some sort of, because it's symbolic. I don't think Russia plays that game. I think we've found that they're going to do what makes practical sense, and they're not going to do things just because it's on a certain date or anything like that, to be ceremonious about it. Now, we got to talk about the connection of all these wars, because there's a huge connection between the Ukraine war, the Syrian war, and the coming Iranian and Israeli and American war. The biggest military exercise ever conducted with the Americans in Israel is currently underway. Okay, we're talking about 140 bombers, planes, helicopters. I think it's 8,000 American troops on the ground, and I don't know how many Israeli troops are participating in the exercise, but understand that every single exercise right now is interpreted as an offensive against an adversary. So all of these exercises that are occurring around the world have the potential to actually cause and trigger real conflicts, like this one in North Korea that we're going to talk about right away. But the reason...
Family, I couldn't help it but to bring this out. Hey, family, this what it's all about, prophecy. When these things start to happen, we give honor, glory to our power, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Let's go to the book of Joel chapter 3. Joel chapter 3, starting from verse 9. It says here, family, because the third world war, the big war, is going to be in the Middle East. But Lord, our power, Yahawah, gave us this from the beginning. Family, you keep that in mind. He told us this from the beginning. So Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash, he gets the glory along with our King Yahawashi, because he comes in the volume of the book. This is all about him. Family, says here, Joel chapter 3. And verse 9, it says here, Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourself and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourself together around about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahawah. Let the heathen be weakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. You hear that, family? It is the Lord that is bringing them in. He's sucking them all into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Yes. There he's going to sit down and judge them. And for the controversy of Zion, for what they did to his people. Family, that's what it's all about. The third war. The third world war. Family. Our power, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, gets all the glory because he told us about this from the beginning. Because we know it's during that time, like Michael, the archangel, Daniel 12:1, him along with Yahawashi is coming. And these nations, whatever is going on at that time, family, they're going to put their differences aside and fight him. But we will bring that precept out later. Family, and the king, Yahawashi, said he's only going to need 1 hour. And the Lord on that day also promised all the birds of the heaven, the fowls, the birds. Family, the Lord promised them a huge feast. They're going to feast on kings. So, family, they're going to feast on these nations. Family, oh, the Lord is coming. Yahawashi, that's why it's the day of the Lord. It is going to be dark. Gloominess, chaos, that is what is coming. That's why we are rejoicing, because family, we can see it, we feel it, we taste it. The king is coming. Yahawashi is coming. Let's continue, family.
Why this entanglement here is so significant, because there's some real interesting overlap and cross-pollination between these two conflicts. And we're starting to see the line being drawn. We're starting to see the severing of ties between Israel and Russia, and both sides becoming firmly divided and entrenched on either side. And why is this happening? Well, the drone strike that attacked the Iranian arms facilities, apparently, and everything is unofficial, it's a lot of speculation at this point, but there's some good intelligence sources that suggest that those facilities were working on the Shahed drones that the Iranians were sending to the Russians. Now, why would Israel attack those weapons manufacturing facilities that were sending stuff, to fight against the Ukrainians, unless they were firmly aligned with the Ukrainians? Now, you would think, well, this is obvious, right? Because, Israel is one of the biggest benefactors of U.S. military aid, something to the effect of billions of dollars a year. They basically fund the Iron Dome. They fund all those programs, all the nukes, all the stuff like that. And then, of course, you have the relationship between the Ukrainians and the Americans. So both of these are like the 51st and 52nd state, respectively. Now, so it should be a no-brainer that they would both be on the same page. But the ties between Israel and Russia are complicated because of the Syrian quagmire. I think we can call it a quagmire at this point. But it's starting to become very clear that the Iranians and the Russians their alliance is getting a lot stronger. And
pause that. The alliance between Russia and Iran is getting tighter. You know why? Because the Lord told us about it. Let's go to the book of Ezekiel chapter 38. Family, it is all about Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, and he gets the glory. Ezekiel chapter 38, and I'm going to read the NLT version, the New Living Translation, family. So, family, listen to this. This is another message that came to me from the Lord, Yahawah. Son of man, turn and face Gog of the land of Magog. Gog is modern day Russia, family. The prince who rules over the nations of Meshach and Tubal, and prophecy against him. It says, give him this message from the sovereign Lord Yahawah. Gog, I am your enemy. That's what the Lord is saying. Listen to this. I will turn you around and put hooks in your jaw to lead you out with your whole army. Family, a little bit of history. The Lord said he's going to turn Gog around. You ask yourself, what do you mean turning around? Going to put hook in his jaw and do what? Because family, they are returning back to that old USSR spirit. The Red Army that defeated Napoleon, that took down Hitler. Yes, family. The Lord is putting the same spirit back in them, because you know why? The Lord told us that in the book of what? In the book of Proverbs 21, it says the king's heart, meaning his mind. Heart in the Hebrew word goes to lob. Lob means mind. So he says the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. Like the rivers of water, he turn it whichever way. Family. So it is, they say, you hear the Lord said he's going to put hook in his mouth and turn him around. That old USSR spirit is going to be back in Russia. Listen to this, family. It says, I will turn you around and put hooks in your jaws to lead you out with your whole army. Listen to this. Your horses and chariot. Modern day horses are what? Your aircraft, your submarine, your drones, your what is it called? Your tanks, all type of different weaponry. These nations, the Lord have blessed them, because why? The Lord allowed them to build it. So family, at the end of the day, remember, this is the war to end all wars. In the kingdom, there will be no more war. All these equipment are going to be turned into what? Farming equipment, pursuant to Isaiah chapter 2. There will be no more war in Yahawashi's kingdom. So this is it. So enjoy it, family. It says here, I will turn you around and put hooks in your jaws to lead you out with your whole army, your horses and charioteers, in full armor and great horde, armed with shield and sword. It says here, Persia, listen to this, Persia, that's important, because this guy just mentioned, it says, the alliance between Russia and Iran is strong. More than Iran is Persia, family. It says, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya will join you too with all their weapons. Family, Russia is coming together, making alliances in the Middle East. Family, this is the work of the Lord, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. He declared this from the beginning. He says here, verse 6, he says, Gomer and all its armies will also join you, along with the armies of Beth Togarmah from the distant north, and many others. Turkey is among them. Yes, we know Turkey is a member of NATO, but eventually Turkey is going to line up. He's going to form alliance with Russia. They're already there, family. Because why? That's what the Lord said. Whatever the Lord said, that's what's going to happen. Because the Lord said what? I will do all my pleasure. The Lord counsel, Yahawah's counsel, Yahawashi's counsel stand forever. Family, this is it. It says here, verse 7. Listen to this very carefully, family. Verse 7, it says, get ready. Be prepared. Keep all the armies around you mobilized and take command of them. Are you listening to this? Which other book out there can declare this? The word of the Lord, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Family, the testimony of our King Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy. He says the vision was for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. He says, although it tarries, it says, wait for it. It shall surely come. It shall not tarry. The vision is here. The visions are the prophecies. It's no coincidence that these nations are forming alliance with Russia, because why? This is how the Lord operates. This is the Lord's movie. And no man can take credit for it. He says here, again, let's repeat verse 7. Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 7. Family, it says here, get ready, be prepared, keep all the armies around you mobilized and take command of them. It is Russia that is going to take down Israel. It says here, it says verse 8, a long time from now, you will be called into action. In the distant future, you will swoop down on the land of Israel, which will be enjoying peace after recovering from war and after its people have returned from many lands to the mountains of Israel. You and all your allies, a vast and awesome army, will roll down on them like a storm and cover the land like a cloud. This is what the sovereign Lord says. At that time, evil thoughts will come to your mind. You will say, Israel is an unprotected land filled with unwalled villages. I will march against her and destroy these people who live in such confidence. Boom! Family, this is the Lord's movie. No man is going to sit back and take credit for it. It doesn't matter what they do. They're going to do the will of the Lord because he's the one controlling their mind. Proverbs chapter 21 verse 1. The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. His mind, the Lord is controlling them. They're going to fulfill the will of the power Yahawah. Yahawah, Yahawashi. Those two names are about to reign supreme on this planet. Family, let's continue with this video.
And the Russians are planning on sending a lot of warplanes to the Iranians, Su-35s. And they have in the past offered to give them missile defense systems. People are saying, intelligent people more intelligent than I, that by summer, Israel and America are going to attack Iran.
Excuse me.
And Iran has said today that any military action against Iran will be a declaration of war. Now, we've already had an attack against Iran. Of course, there's not definitive 100% demonstrative proof that that actually was the Israelis. And the Israelis are maintaining this posture of strategic ambiguity where Benjamin Netanyahu comes out today and he says, well, we may have done it or we may not have done it. You know, we're not going to confirm or deny, right? So because of that, the Iranians can't really, I guess they could declare war if they wanted to. But like I've said in the past, this would be, I can't say the S word, but it would be when you take your own life, okay? Because it would beget hundreds of nuclear weapons. It would be a nuclear onslaught. Now, I'm not saying that that's immediately what Israel would do, because of course that in itself would draw a lot of condemnation from the international community. Regardless of how they tried to spin it with propaganda, nuking any city of people would just be bad no matter who did it, even if it was a vilified peoples like the ancient Persians, the Iranians, okay?
You hear that? The Asian Persian, that's right, Iranian. Family, this book here, you can't compare this book to any other book. And we thank the Lord, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, for this gift to give us the understanding. Yahawashi, he was the only one that was able to remove the seal and give us the understanding. And the seal, which represent what? The mystery. But now, family, he took the seal, he took it off and blessed us with the Spirit, to teach this word, to get the proper understanding. He brought beautiful teachers into our life. Double honors to our teachers from the great millstone. That's right. The head apostles and all the bishops, the camp leaders. That's right, family. The Lord didn't leave us comfortless. He blesses. He blesses. He says, your eyes shall see your teachers. He didn't lie, family. That's all prophecy. We thank the Lord, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, for this beautiful song that we are singing in these last days. And the elect, our family, they are dancing. They can't stop dancing because they know why. They know that their king is on his way to come and get them out of this place and establish them, going, getting back our status. That's right. He says, ye are gods. The spiritual power that he says, the Lord Yahawah, he's going to live in us. That's the spiritual power that is coming for his elect. Family, let's go. I'm going to stop there. But family, let's go. The war, let's go to the... And everything is coming together. Family, all praises, honor, glory to the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Let's begin with Daniel 12, and then we're going to hit a bit of Revelation and we're going to wrap it up. Daniel chapter 12. And at that time shall Michael stand up, because we know Michael is coming. Michael the archangel is all about war. So he's leading a band of army to come and fight Esau, because that we're going to get that precept very shortly. He said, and at that time shall Michael stand up, Who? The great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble. Because family, when the Lord comes, we're not going to be sitting around and having coffee and tea and enjoying. And no. This place is going to be pure darkness. There are going to be wars. There's going to be chaos on the street. Family, anarchy. Neighbors against neighbors. This whole place is going to be dark, family. Every man on his own. Family, this is what's coming. The chaos before when Yahawashi comes, family, Third World War is going to be in progress. The time, hour, day, nobody knows. But he is coming. He's coming because he says here, he says, and at that time shall Michael stand up. Things are going to be so bad that he has to come. He has to make an entrance. And this is when he's going to come. He says here, Daniel chapter 12 verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which stand up for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation. Even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered. Everyone that shall be found written in the book. So family, your grace periods, your grace period, your grace period, family, make sure that you're using it right. It doesn't mean that you should continue to live in sin. No, you want to be delivered from this mess. So know what you are doing. Walk circumspectly, because family, the days are evil. Okay, let's go to the book of let's go to Revelation. Is it Revelation? Let's see what Revelation 16 is saying. Revelation 16:16, the war of Armageddon. Oh, we read that already in the book of Joel, right? No. Yeah, so here, and they gathered them gather into the place called the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. Family, the Middle East, Jehoshaphat. That's where the Third World War was going to take place. But I'm looking for another. Let's see, is it 17, 14? 17, 14, what does it say? No, it says where Michael fought. Oh, actually, Revelation 12. Is it Revelation 12? Sorry about that, family. Revelation 12. Let's read a bit of Revelation 12, verse 7. It says here, and there was a war in heaven. When Michael shows up, this is Esau's heaven, family. Esau is on the throne. He's the one in rulership right now. Esau goes back to Edom. Esau's name was changed to Edom, the Edomite, the so-called white man. That's right. They are the one in charge right now, family. They are the one the Lord is about to visit, pursuant to Isaiah 63 verse 1. Okay, Yahawashi is going to come when they are in power, because when Yahawashi came the first time, guess who was in power? The same Edomite. The Roman Empire was ruling. This is the last leg of the Roman Empire. Okay, so Yahawashi is about to take them down. That's why he told you that. It says, they that pierce him shall also see him, in the book of Revelation chapter 1 verse 7. They that pierce him shall also see him. Meaning what? Reincarnation. The same people are back here today. Okay, family? It says here, Revelation chapter 12 verse 7. And there was war in heaven, meaning here on this planet, family. Michael, he's coming with Yahawashi, like we said in the book of Daniel chapter 12 verse 1. And his angels fought against the dragon, which is Esau's army. Yeah, that's right. Esau is known as the dragon and that old serpent. And the dragon fought, and his angels are his what? His airplanes, his drones, his submarines. These are his angels. Okay, family? And listen to this. Verse 8. And he prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. Because Yahawashi is about to put them down. He told you in the book of Revelation 18, 1 hour, family. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan. That's right. They represent Satan on this planet here. The so-called white man, that's it. That's the role that they are playing. Because the Lord created one vessel for honor, one vessel for dishonor. He created Esau, Edom. He created Jacob. Family, their role were already predetermined before they were born. And so it's not anything that we have done to have this grace. The game was rigged for us. Esau is the wicked. Okay, this is what the Lord gave them. Hey? Yes, so here the great dragon, Esau, Edom, was cast out. That old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. All his army, everything associated with him, his drone, his intercontinental ballistic missile, everything. When Yahawashi comes, family, they're going to fight. They're going to put their differences aside, and they're going to attack the second coming of our Lord, like he says in the book of Ezra. Family, this book here, it is a beautiful book. Let's go to the book of Ezra. The book of Ezra. The book of Ezra chapter 13. Hey, family, listen to this. So this is when Yahawashi comes, okay? Let's pick it up from verse 1. And it came to pass, second Ezra chapter 13. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. When he comes, family, you're going to look up, and family, all the clouds, everything is going to move out of the way, okay? That's how the king is coming. It says here, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong. So Ezra is looking at this image and like, wow, what is this thing here? Okay, let's continue. With the thousands of heaven, because the Lord is coming with thousands of chariots. Let's precept that quickly. Let's go to the book of Psalm. The book of Psalm 60. Is it Psalm 68? Oh, Psalm 68. Psalm 68 verse 17. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place. The king is coming with thousands of angels. Family, oh, the day of the Lord is going to be beautiful. It says here, and I behold, and the man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. Family? All the armies, they're going to look up, they're going to say, oh, we are under attack by UFOs, family. Those are the chariots of Israel. They are coming to get us out of this place. Jeremiah 23 verse 7. It says here, and the book of wisdom of Solomon chapter 5. Family, it says here, wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 verse 1. Is it wisdom of Solomon? Yeah, wisdom of Solomon chapter 5. Read that, family. The strangeness of our salvation, far beyond anything that these people have dreamed of. It says here, verse 4, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice. Because, family, that is going to be shooting lasers. And whatever missiles, whatever the Lord, I don't know, but I know because it says anytime it opens its mouth, they were burned. So something is coming out of those ships. It says here, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the men that came out of the sea. You hear that? So these nations, they are in the middle of the war, but family, they're all going to gather together to attack the so-called UFOs. These are the chariots of the Lord. These are the angels, family. Listen to this, verse 6. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain. The Lord's chariot literally looked like a mountain. This is what Ezra saw. This is what he saw. He says here, and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. So he's looking around saying like, where did he cut this mountain from? But he couldn't see it. This is how big the Lord's chariot is. He's coming with the fathership, the biggest of the biggest, if that's even a word, family. Let's continue. He says here, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet does fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. So, family, he didn't have intercontinental ballistic missiles or AK-47. But here, verse 10, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, whatever is coming out of the chariot, as it had been a blast of fire. Listen to this. A blast of fire, that's one. And out of his lips a flaming breath. And out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. Can you imagine what would be coming out of those chariots to destroy these armies? Family says here, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. You hear that? That's what the Lord is about to do to these nations and their armies. This is no joke. This is no joke. And then the Lord promised. He promised the fowl of the heavens. Let's go to the book of Revelation. Because family, the bodies that are going to be spread all over the world, the Lord promised the animals. He says, man, listen, I'm going to bless you. Let's go. He says here, Revelation chapter 19 verse 17. It says here, and I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourself together unto the supper of the great power, that ye may eat the flesh of kings, and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great. And I saw the beasts and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. This is going into something else. So family, rejoice. Rejoice. Your king is coming. Yahawashi is coming. All these prophecies that are jumping off the pages. Family, this is not the time for peace. This is a time of war. It's just going to escalate. And in the midst of that third world war, I don't know the time, I don't know the day, I don't know the hour, but these are the signs that he told us of. These are the things that should comfort us. And this is faith booster. When you see these prophecies, you see this chaos happening around the world, it's a faith booster because the Lord spoke of these things. And this should comfort you. So family, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you were edified. I hope you got something out of it. We give honor and glory to our power, Yahawah. That's the only name that matters. Yahawah, Yahawashi. Our King who is coming to sit on the throne of David, who promised that he is going to change our vile body onto his glorious body. Can you dig it? Family, can you dig it? We got next, family. I hope you were edified. All praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash, Shalom.